Bickford Ford is Western Washington's #1 Ford truck store. Northwest weather is always a challenge, but we work regardless of what's going on outside. Your truck better do more than just come along for the ride. It needs to work as hard as you do. Since 1934, Bickford has been matching the best truck to the right job. And right now, Bickford has 138 F-Series in stock, from the best-selling F-150s to medium-duty F-650s. Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish and Bickford.net.
At GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, we know that comfort is more than just the heating and cooling equipment we deliver. It's also the comfort our customers feel with the people they engage with in the process. For over 40 years, residents of Snohomish County have trusted GNS Heating to improve the comforts of their home. And now you can save 15% on air conditioning during the month of March. Visit gsheating.com and save 15% off air conditioning today.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
You can almost smell those fresh ground beans. Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field has been serving delicious cups of gourmet happiness for over 25 years. Excellent service and lasting relationships is their top priority. Stop in and experience the kindness and joy that exude from this special place, one cup at a time.
Welcome, volleyball fans, to STSPN presentation of high school volleyball. Girls volleyball here tonight. We're at Glacier Peak High School for a nice volleyball match with Glacier Peak and the Stanwood Spartans. Glacier Peak coming into this match 5-1 with their only loss early on to the Lake Stevens juggernaut up there at Lake Stevens. Lost that 3-0. A foreshortened season for volleyball this year. Each of these teams played just during the month of March, played 9 games. A few of them are basically conference games and a couple of them are out of conference games. Glacier Peak finishing up their season on March 29th against Snohomish High School, which will be their first meeting since 2013. And it'll be home team bragging rights because Snohomish is right around the corner from GP. So tonight we're going to introduce the senior girls for Glacier Peak volleyball here. And I think their parents are going to make their way down on the court, provide them some bouquets of flowers and recognition for their time spent on doing this. I think the flowers ought to go to the parents myself. The girls deserve it as well.
Should we listen to them?
So we'll tune into the PA announcer for the presentation of the senior girls here right now.
How come your focus is out? We'll start with Emily Habib. Go up and find focus on there for autofocus, or over here on the side, does it say focus? Come up and say a few words. Manual. Shake hands, whatever. Okay, leave that. There you go. Next, we have Sophia Solomon. Next, we have senior Megan Perry. Last but not least, Monica Gerges. he didn't say that very excited. Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get
ready to rumble.
Are you back?
Yep.
All right, let's get ready to rumble. That sounds like a fun thing to do. Speaking of seniors, GP has those 6 seniors you just saw get recognized on the court today. And the Stanwood Spartans only have 1 senior, Jamie Sabo, coming into this match tonight. So they're a young team, but expect to do really well this year as well as next year. A 3-3 this year, with 3 more games counting tonight left on their schedule. Speaking of seniors, I just found out a couple of days ago that NCAA seniors in basketball and football as well, in college will all get another year of eligibility because of the foreshortened season this year. So several of those athletes are very excited about getting another full season in. Take a short break here for the introduction of the players.
Did you say what Stanwood's record is?
Yeah, Stanwood's 3-3. Both losing to
Lake Stevens?
To Lake Stevens, yeah. Lake Stevens, a big powerhouse. They won or came in second in 2019 in 4A state, and they've had 4 straight 4A trips as a volleyball team. So they're long time standing as a good volleyball team. So the Stanwood Spartans have a 6'4" junior,
number 10,
and a 6'0" junior, number 2, which will go up against Glacier Peak's 6'2", number 11, Megan Perry, and 6'0", Addie Galbraith, number 27. So going to be battle of the talls at the net there tonight. By the way, speaking of the net, everybody probably knows this, but in case you don't know this, that girls' net height is 7'4" and 1/8 inches. And so I don't know how they measure that 1/8 of an inch, but they must figure it out somewhere. And then something else I just found out about that net. I don't know if it shows up on any of the cameras when you show this or not, but there's some red and white antennas on the ends of the net, which are right in line with the court line. And that functions the same way as the pylon does in football. That line extends all the way up to the ceiling, so anytime the ball goes on the outside of that across the net, it's considered out.
5'9" senior starting at outside hitter, number 16.
Stanwood, after this Glacier Peak match tonight, will go back home and play at Jackson High School in their final game. Away at Everett High School will be Monday, March 29th. So they're playing tonight, and then they're playing Thursday night, March 25th against Jackson. Glacier Peak playing pretty much the same schedule. They're playing Stanwood tonight. They'll play Arlington on Thursday, and back to Snohomish, as I mentioned earlier, on Monday, March 29th, to finish their season. Coach for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies tonight is Dave Thorne. Coach for the Stanwood Spartans is Megan Edmondson. And the officials tonight, down there on the court in the white shirts, Romeo Escalona and Pat Kaminsky. Pat, the taller of the two, will climb up in the high chair and be even taller.
Okay, it's not a high chair.
It's a chair. It's a high chair off the floor, and he stands on it. He called it a chair.
Is it up, ref?
No. Anyway, I like to call it a chair that's high off the ground, so it's a high chair.
Well, but he's not sitting, so it's not really a chair, is it? It's like a deer stand.
Yeah, it's like a deer stand, if you like deer. It's a pedestal high above the floor, about 4 feet. So we'll take a break here for the presentation.
stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Give it up one more time for Amelia.
All right, beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner there tonight. And we're getting ready to rumble here, as they say out there on the court. Volleyball, high school volleyball, Glacier Peaks, Grizzlies, Stanwood Spartans. And we're ready to go. Looks like Spartans are going to get the first serve here. Romeo's checking all the players there.
Turn this down a little bit. Yep.
Standard procedure here for him to do that. He has to
Starting to serve number 16,
make sure the roster is as designated. Number 2 there for Glacier Peak, McKenna Hine, is the designated libero tonight, and there we go. Good first point to start with. And point goes to GP.
Back to serve, number 16, Caitlin Wheeler.
Number 16, Caitlin Wheeler here, serving first for Grizzlies. And point goes to Stanwood.
Number 6 going in for number 9.
Serve into the net. Point for Grizzlies.
Emily Habib back to serve.
Kind of a quiet gym right now. You can hear the girls talking a lot, but we have a lot of fans in here tonight. So this is the first match that parents have been allowed to come in to watch the players. There's probably at least 50 or 60 people here tonight in attendance to watch. Is this match tied up 2-2? And that's out. Lily Jones back again to serve for the Spartans. Nice save there. Little help from the net. Nice point, Spartans. Lily Jones, 6-foot junior, back to serve again. That went out, I believe. The linesman said it was out.
Probably a hand violation.
Yep. chase the ball over here in front of the stands. I guess it went under the stands.
Just as long as it doesn't come up here.
Yeah, it went under the stands. Got to get a new ball in the game. New sanitary ball. Oh, nice cover. Substitutions coming into the match here. Lily McCauley in the match to take the serve for the GP Grizzlies. Point Spartans. Probably a little known fact that I've heard about today was that that ball can touch any part of your body, including your feet, as opposed to soccer, it can only touch your feet and not your hands. And volleyball, it can touch your feet and your hands. And you can actually hit the volleyball with your feet over the net if you can do such a thing. Point GP.
I think you could do it, Ronnie.
It's been done a few times in the NCAA D1 division, and kind of interesting. Usually the girls that do that have been soccer players. Switch over to volleyball. Sophia Soderblom gets the first point there for GP from the serve. Back again. Same spot, and she did it again. That works for GP. This time it gets into play. Very nice touch. Up into the net. And that's another thing in volleyball that's different. In tennis, when the ball hits the net, it's a let serve and it's done over. In volleyball, if it hits the net and goes over, it's in play. But not when it doesn't go over. Point GP. McKenna Hine back to serve for GP. And that's going out. Grizzlies out to a 9-7 lead here. Another nice block there. Grizzlies on a streak here.
11-7 Grizzlies.
And again. McKenna on a streak here. That's out. Can they do it again? That's the set for GB. And out. The ball went out. Point to Grizzlies. 14-7. McKenna on a streak here. Looks tough. Not going to make it. Timeout, Spartans. And we'll take a kind of break here as well.
Bickford Ford is Western Washington's #1 Ford truck store. Northwest weather is always a challenge, and we work regardless of what it's doing outside. Your truck better do more than just come along for the ride. It needs to work as hard as you do. The Ford Super Duty is that truck. Since 1934, Bickford has been matching the best truck to the right job. See one of Washington's largest inventories of F-Series and Super Duty trucks. Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish and Bickford.net.
All right, we're back here after that timeout here. Just about finished here as head coach Megan Edmondson has to figure out what's going on here after Glacier Peak had about 7 points in a row here. So hopefully that timeout did something good for the Spartans. So back to serve again is McKenna. And then she scores another. McKenna's on a roll here. And that one finally ends the streak. Spartans score 16-8. Well, just like GP scored 7 on their 8 in a row, Spartans would like to do the same. And that one went out. Point Spartans. Willie Jones, 6-foot junior on the serve. That's a nice smash by Elizabeth Hood. Point Spartans.
Number 16, Grace Hinkin in. Number 14, Misha Kessler in.
Grace Hinkin in for the Spartans. She'll serve for the Spartans here. Looks like a good serve. See what happens on this next shot. It's over. Grizzlies still alive. And that's going to go out. Point Spartans.
That's also unique in volleyball. They can run all over the gym chasing that ball.
Yeah. Oh, point against Spartans. Yeah, the volleyball lines only apply when the ball comes down. Whenever the ball's in the air, it can be anywhere. That's going to get it back.
There you go. Get it. Yeah.
Oh, didn't quite get over the net. Point Spartans.
Number 6, number 4 in.
Barrett Anderson. Serving for the Spartans. And another point for the Spartans. Spartans making a comeback here. They've changed that deficit from 8 to 4. A let serve scores a point for the Spartans.
Well, that's what you were talking about. Hits the net.
Hit the
As
net.
long as it gets over.
If it goes over and hits the net's your friend. Barrett again on the streak here for the Spartans. Not this time. As Barrett hits the floor trying to save that one. Point GP. Emily Habib back to serve for Glacier Peak. Deep serve. And that's out.
Spartans point. Kennehain in. Billy Jones to serve.
That's going to go point back to GP. 2016, a 4-point differential, 5 points away from winning this first set of the match here today. Lily McCauley over the net. Point Spartans. Nicely done there.
Point Spartans. Misha Kessler in. Kaylin Conley in.
Misha Kessler in for the Spartans to do the serving. Oh, a little bit timing error there on that jump. And point goes to the Spartans. Like I said at the beginning of this match, this could be close all the way through every set. So we'll see how it turns out this time as the Spartans are making a comeback here in this set. And they get another point right there. 1 point differential now.
Timeout, Glacier Peak.
Timeout. Dave Thorne says we got to redirect things here, and we'll be right back.
At GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, we know that comfort is more than just the heating and cooling equipment we deliver. It's also the comfort our customers feel with the people they engage with in the process. For over 40 years, residents of Snohomish County have trusted GNS Heating to improve the comforts of their home. And now you can save 15% on air conditioning during the month of March. Visit gsheating.com and save 15% off air conditioning today.
All right, back here after that quick timeout called by Dave Thorne there to settle down the girls a little bit as Stanwood Spartans making a strong comeback here. Back within 1 point in this set, 20-19. Here's the serve by Misha. Nice effort there. Credit that point to Lily McCauley for a nice effort getting that ball back into play. And Sophia Soderboom back to serve. GP scores on that point. 22-19. Sophie back to serve again. And serves it out. Score Spartans. Emma Floyd back to serve for the Spartans here. 22-20, as you can see. Point Spartans. Timeout again, Glacier Peak, as Dave Thorne says we need to get this straightened out here before we lose it. We'll be right back. All right, back after that quick timeout there by Glacier Peak. Lots of excitement from the JV team over to my far left, trying to encourage this varsity team to get this back into the game here. And they got that point, which is very critical at this place. 23-21. McKenna Hine, the libero for JP, back to serve. See if she can get on a streak again here. And that ball was tipped. Point Spartan.
Now, does varsity have to win by 2 also?
Yep. So this will have to be a by 2 win, this first set. It's going to be close one way or the other. Net's going to almost dropped in. And that went back over. Did not go.
Must have touched the net.
I don't know how that actually happened there, because it was kind of blocked out by Pat, who was standing in the chair. All tied up here. Continues the point. And that's going to go back to GP. 24-23. A point by GP here could win this. Point by the Spartans would extend it. Timeout Spartan, as Monica Gurgis is going back to serve for GP. We'll take another one too. We'll be right back.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
All right, back again after Stanwood Spartans coach Megan Edmondson calls her girls over to get them excited here to see if they can hold on this serve.
I think they were just trying to cool down the Grizzlies.
I think they were freezing them. Well, we'll see what happens here. Monica Gurgis can win it for the Grizzlies with a point here. Up over the net. Set. And the point goes to Stanwood with a nice little smash there. Tied up 24-24.
Did he just say 14-14?
Yeah, he said 14, but he meant 24. In case you heard him say that. Spartans. There's the set. And Grizzlies get the point. And Grizzlies 25-24. They're now 1 point away as they have to win by 2 here. Caitlin Wheeler looking for a little magic here for the Grizzlies. Ball's in play and it's going to hit the floor. It's going to saved. Nicely done by the Spartans there. Good effort on their part. And that's in. Spartans come back 25-25. Looked like Grizzlies were going to do it right there for a minute, but some good hard work there by the Spartans. Changed their mind. Barrett Anderson back for the Spartans. Here's the serve. And the net helps out the Grizzlies. Sometimes a little luck is all it takes.
A little help from your friends.
And that's your friend in that case. Emily Habib. Going to try to see if she can close it out for the Grizzlies here. Got it over and did not do so. The Spartans tie it back up again at 26 all. Set and Spartans take the advantage here, 27-26. Lily Jones serving for the set here. That ball was in. And Spartans take the first set, 28-26. Well, we'll take a break here between sets and we'll be right back for the second set of this match.
Bickford Ford is Western Washington's #1 Ford truck store. Northwest weather is always a challenge, but we work regardless of what's going on outside. Your truck better do more than just come along for the ride. It needs to work as hard as you do. Since 1934, Bickford has been matching the best truck to the right job. And right now, Bickford has 138 F-Series in stock, from the best-selling F-150s to medium-duty F-650s. Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish and Bickford.net.
At GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, we know that comfort is more than just the heating and cooling equipment we deliver. It's also the comfort our customers feel with the people they engage with in the process. For over 40 years, residents of Snohomish County have trusted GNS Heating to improve the comforts of their home. And now you can save 15% on air conditioning during the month of March. Visit gsheating.com and save 15% off air conditioning today.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
All right, welcome back here to Glacier Peak High School for the second set of this match tonight between Stanwood Spartans and the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. Stanwood coming from behind, closing out that first set 28-26 in a nicely fought match as we get ready to start the second set of this match here tonight. We'll see what Coach Dave Thorne has worked up over there during this break.
What do we got coming up, Ronnie?
What we got coming up?
Thursday. Soccer.
Thursday, you got a soccer match coming up.
I believe it's Snohomish and Lake Stevens.
It is. Mark's going to do that, right?
Yes, Mark Ockett.
Yeah, a Thursday night, 7:30. At Snohomish, and then a big match on Friday. Glacier Peak, Monroe
Peak
football.
In Monroe.
With the A-team, Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle. Serves out, point goes to Spartans to start this thing off. That didn't make it over the net, so each team gave up a point on their serve to start this second set here. Caitlin Wheeler serving for the Grizzlies. Oh, nicely done by Monica Gurgis.
Caitlin back to serving.
Looked like she was going to set it, and she just tipped it over the net into the open space, catching the Spartans napping. That's going to go out. Point for GP. Nice serve there by Caitlin Wheeler. That serve is going out. Point Spartans. Barrett Anderson back to serve for the Spartans here. Lots of quiet fans here tonight. That serve is out. Back-to-back serves out of play. Trading points here. That's McKenna Hine will do the service here for the Grizzlies. Had a nice streak in the first set going. And Caitlin Wheeler with a good effort there to save that ball. Point goes to the Grizzlies. Considered a dig, you know, you can't plant anything in it. And point Spartans. Head coach Dave Thorne out there on the court doing a lot of quick coaching between points here. Can't make that substitution. And it's cleared to go here. Some confusion there with the officials. Lil Jones. And that ball went over the net. Point GP. Lily McCauley on the serve, over the net, in play. Nice block by GP there. Nice block by Spartans there. It was Olivia Ruckert made that block. Nice little touch over there. Eddie Galbraith makes the point for GP, 7-4. Sophia serves into the court. This one's going over. Oh. Point Grizzlies. Barrett Anderson couldn't handle that one. Sophia Soderboom try to add another point here for the Grizzlies. It's in play. Oh, I think it went in, according to the linesman. And point goes to Stanwood Spartans. That was a tough one to do. Point Grizzlies.
Emily Habib back in. Carly back in.
Eddie Galbraith now back to serve for the Grizzlies. 9-5 here in this second set. And that was tipped by the Spartans and it went out. Point to Grizzlies.
Point Grizzlies.
Good eyes down there by Pat Kaminsky in the chair. Addie with a nice deep serve. Too much for Lily McCauley to handle there as point goes to the Spartans. A nice serve.
Nice serve. Grizzlies.
Baylor Hessel back to try again for another ace. Not this time. That ball went out. Point Grizzlies.
Point Grizzlies. Monica Gerges in to serve. Megan Terry in. 11-7 Grizzlies.
Point Grizzlies.
Monica Gerges. Point Grizzlies.
Monica puts that one into the net. Putting the numbers up for Spartans here, 12-8.
Number 16, Grace Henkin into serve.
And number 16, Grace Henkin will take the little round ball and make it serve for the Spartans here. Out.
Point Spartans.
Caitlin Wheeler, a little bit too much heat on that ball. Cross court and out. Nice save there by the Grizzlies. And that was a nice point there. Ended up being on the Grizzly side. Fans appreciated that one, and so did all the players on the Glacier Peak side over here.
Emma Yogan in. 13-9 Grizzlies.
Emma Yogan gets a point for the Grizzlies there. Oh,
Nice play, Emily Humphrey with a tackle.
and you almost saw it happen there. As I mentioned earlier, you can use your feet in this game. And Barrett Anderson got her foot on that ball that time, but unfortunately didn't get it over. And Barrett Anderson isn't able to handle that one either. Caitlin gets a point for the Grizzlies there. Silence in the gym. Mallory Duffy unable to get that one over the net. Point goes to Grizzlies. Caitlin Wheeler back to serve again for the Grizzlies. 17-9 on a run here for the Grizzlies. And eased over the net. And again, Emma Floyd unable to handle that. Timeout Spartans, and we'll be right back after this timeout.
At GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical, we know that comfort is more than just the heating and cooling equipment we deliver. It's also the comfort our customers feel with the people they engage with in the process. For over 40 years, residents of Snohomish County have trusted GNS Heating to improve the comforts of their home. And now you can save 15% on air conditioning during the month of March. Visit gsheating.com and save 15% off air conditioning today.
All right, back here after that timeout taken by head coach Megan Edmondson here for Stanwood Spartans. They're down 9-18 here. They made a big comeback in the first set from 7 to 8 points down. Let's see if they can do it in this set. As the Grizzlies get ready to serve here. Hit into the net. Well, that's the easy way to get the point for the Spartans. And Parrott Anderson back to serve for the Spartans. They got one of them back. Nicely done there by Megan Perry. Having herself a good game again here. Megan Perry, the 6'2" senior. Emma Yogan unable to dive in and get that one. Point goes to Spartans. And point goes to Spartans. Nice serve. Still in play. That one's stripped in. Megan Perry again with another nice smash hit.
Lily into serve. Elizabeth Hood in.
Megan Perry take a break here after that. Easy over the net. Mallory Duffy unable to handle that one. Point Grizzlies. 21-12. As Lily McCauley back to serve for the Grizzlies here. And that point's going to go back to Spartans. Misha Kessler serving for the Spartans here, trying to make that comeback happen. Over the net. Point GP. 22-13. A long way for the Spartans to come back here tonight, but Sophia Sutterbloom serving for Grizzlies now. Point Grizzlies. All you volleyball experts can tell me why that was the Point Grizzlies, but I didn't see it. And that point's going to go to the Spartans. Yeah. I thought she reached over the net, but I didn't think that was allowed, but they didn't see it or didn't call it, or I was wrong. That ball could have gone out. Not sure. And that point's going back to the Spartans. They're holding on here. 23-15. The second set. Emma Floyd, 5'9" junior, back here. And the net is her friend as the Spartans pick up another point here, closing the gap. Timeout. Glacier Peak Grizzlies. We'll take 1-2. Be right back.
Score Glacier Peak 23.
Back here live again at Glacier Peak High School. Second set. Glacier Peak 23, Spartans, Stanwood Spartans 16. Trying to come back here against the Grizzlies. In play. And I guess somebody touched the net. And another point for the Spartans as they make 3 in a row coming back here in this second set, just like they came back in the first set. Coach Dave Thorne is nervous over there, I imagine, at this point, because he thought he might have had a good lead in this second set. A good effort here by the Spartans to stay in this match. And again, Spartans score. 19 for the Spartans here. Emma Floyd again back on the serve. And that one's going to put the point back in the Grizzlies' corner. Willie McCauley does a nice job over there. Addie Galbraith go back. Try to end this set here with a point right now. Serve is good. And point into the net. Spartans making a strong comeback here. Baylor with a nice serve in the middle of the court. Smash by Little Jones there for the Spartans. GP would like to get one of the next 2 points here before it gets too tight. And did not make the set over good. Timeout, Glacier Beak again. We'll take that break as well.
Bickford Ford is Western Washington's #1 Ford truck store. Northwest weather is always a challenge, and we work regardless of what it's doing outside. Your truck better do more than just come along for the ride. It needs to work as hard as you do. The Ford Super Duty is that truck. Since 1934, Bickford has been matching the best truck to the right job. See one of Washington's largest inventories of F-Series and Super Duty trucks. Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish and Bickford.net.
All right, Grizzlies had a quick timeout there, came back a little early, but I think Dave Thorne had all he could say in 45 seconds there. Megan Anderson taking her full timeout here. She keeps the girls settled down as they get ready to make the serve. Bader Hessel. Serving for the Spartans here. And almost dropped it in. And that ball went out. Point. Spartans. They're back within one here. Baylor Hessel trying to serve to keep them in the match with this comeback here again in the second set. Serves up. There's the set. Point Grizzly. And the set 25-23. We'll be back after the set break. I did not.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
You can almost smell those fresh ground beans. Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field has been serving delicious cups of gourmet happiness for over 25 years. Excellent service and lasting relationships is their top priority. Stop in and experience the kindness and joy that exude from this special place, one cup at a time.
All right, welcome back, volleyball fans, here to Glacier Peak High School. Glacier Peak Grizzlies, Stanwood Spartans. One set apiece as we go into the third set here, and the Spartans will take off to start the serve here. Grace Hinken back to do the honors here for the Spartans as we get ready for set number 3 of 4 or maybe more. Waiting for the clock to count down. Everybody got out here a little bit early. Was excited for some serves, blocks, kills, digs, smash, and crash. All those fun things that they do out there on the court. I'm not sure why the clock is running like it is, but got Romeo over there at the scorer's table playing with his clock. And now it says 4:52. Shouldn't say much of anything. And they're going to leave it alone, and we're about to start. We don't need a clock. No time in this game on a clock. Here's the serve. First point goes to Spartans. Have a yellow card. What does the yellow card mean?
That's for the coach, I'll bet.
Excuse me, Grace back to serve.
Well, Monica Gurgis over there talking with Pat Kaminsky, relaying the message back to Coach Dave Thorne there. What's a yellow card in volleyball?
You get your hand slapped.
I don't know.
A red card, I think he's got to go out.
I think Dave's getting some information over there from Romeo. He's waving his arm over the top like somebody did something over the net. Yellow card in volleyball. No, have to look that one up.
According to Wikipedia, volleyball, under FIVB rules, a yellow card is
I can hear that.
Yep. So here's the thing.
coach for minor misconduct, the first being a verbal one given through the team captain.
So it's a formal warning to the player or coach for minor misconduct.
Dave, what?
Dave Thorne is the coach. So the verbal contact given to the team captain and then told to the coach. It can also be given to someone else if someone was given advice illegally. All you volleyball fans probably know what that is already.
I tweeted the question out.
Yeah, you'll probably get an answer, but that's the Google answer. And here we go back to serve. And a nice strong serve there by Stanwood Spartans after that warning for the Grizzlies. And the Spartans jump out to a 2-0 lead here as Grace Henkin gets back to try her third point here. Well, that was a nice play. So Grizzlies stopped the bleeding there a little bit after that yellow card. That is a good smash in there. 6'4", Kaylin Conley.
Number 3, Barrett Anderson to serve.
Barrett Anderson back to serve for Spartans. And again, a nice point over the net. Little Jones with that point. And Barrett Anderson on a streak here as the Spartans are scoring at will almost. That's going to go out if they let it go, and they didn't. Close. That one's going to go out. Grizzlies stopped the bleeding there with an error from the Spartans. McKenna Hine back to serve. And that ball was out. Close to the line, but not close enough. Oh, nice little play there by Monica Gerges. Just slipped it over the net for a Grizzly point. Dylan McCauley as the Grizzlies are down 3-6 in this third set. And a nice serve. Really back to do the serving again here. And again another point by Grizzlies is Emma Floyd unable to get that one over the net for the Spartans. Point for the Grizzlies will tie things up here if they can do it. And they did. No, they didn't. It looked like they were going to. The point continues here. And there they did. A nice smash here.
Elizabeth Hood tied it up, 6-6 Grizzlies.
Elizabeth Hood doing a nice thing down there for the Grizzlies. And that ball's going out. Grizzlies move into the lead there. Elizabeth Hood is listed on the score sheet as 5'9", but down there on the court she looks like she's 6'2". And another good serve by the Grizzlies there.
Point Grizzlies.
Lily McCall, you got a streak going here. That ends the streak. Nice shot there by Emma Floyd to score for the Spartans.
Number 4, Mallory Duffy in.
Misha Kessler looking to even things out, but doesn't by puts it into the net. Scores for the Grizzlies. Emma Yogan back on the service line.
Back to serve.
Nice hard serve.
Double. Grizzlies.
A double, and the Grizzlies score that point. Nice hard smash.
And who wins 5-point Grizzlies? Score 11-7 Grizzlies.
Eddie Galbraith keeping the Grizzlies going here.
Emma back to serve.
Nice good serve. This one's going to be a little bit easier for the Grizzlies. Linesman's calling something out here. And point's going to go to Grizzlies.
Timeout Spartans.
Timeout Spartans, and we'll take one too and be right back after this.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Okay, Ronnie.
All right, back here after that quick timeout by the Spartans. Every time they've taken a timeout before, it seemed to do really good things for them as they were behind, but 7-12 was only a 5-point differential here, and they've come back from 7-8 points behind to get caught up. And on that last point, I think the linesman here said that the ball did not go over the net, which it meant outside of the little antennas that are up there on the net, which extend all the way to the ceiling. So if the ball does not cross the court inside the antennas, that's a point. And Grizzlies give up one there, and they're going to give up another one here. 2 quick points for the Spartans here after that timeout. Floyd back here again serving. And that ball was in. Nicely spiked.
Point, Grizzlies. Number 9, Carly in. Emily Habib in.
Addie Galbraith back to serve for the Grizzlies here. And that ball is served out.
Point, Spartans. McKenna Hain in. Number 2, Lily Jones in. Baylor to serve.
And that ball into the net. Point's going to go to Grizzlies. 14-10 here.
Monica Gargis in to serve. Meg Perry in. The score 14-10.
Monica Gurgis, 5'5", senior here tonight. Got her flowers earlier before this match started and served it into the net, unfortunately. Point Spartans.
Number 10, Kayla Cullen in. Number 16, Grace Henkin to serve.
Grace Henkin just coming in back into the game to serve for the Spartans. Into the open court for the Spartans point. Again, this third set is close, 14-12. Spartans making a quick run here. And unfortunate for the Spartans. Point goes to the Grizzlies.
Point Grizzlies. Caitlin Wheeler back to serve.
Caitlin with a nice serve. Nice save there by Caitlin. Gets her back over the net. Couple of nice saves for the Grizzlies in that effort there. McKenna Hine with one, but not quite the one she needed at the last there to save that point.
Number 3, Garrett Anderson to serve.
Little Jones with a nice hard serve there. He's doing quite a good job here for the Spartans tonight. And that little help from the net, but hold on by the Grizzlies. And that ball was in. I think that was Caitlin Conley, the 6'4" junior over there, getting that point. Tied this set up 15 all. And that's going to be a tough one for the Grizzlies to cover one, but they did. Another one is going to be tough. But they got that one too. This is a fun point for both teams. Look at that. Oh, miscommunication there. Emily Habib should have taken that, left it for McKenna, and McKenna couldn't quite get there. Score, Spartans. We got a timeout here. We'll be right back.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
All right, we're back here after that timeout. Looks like we got one of the Grizzlies over there sitting down. A little bit of exhaustion, perhaps. Dave Thorne talking to her as we get ready for the Spartan serve, and it's an ace. Lil Jones is scoring up a storm here for the Spartans tonight. And that ball is going to go to the Grizzlies. Got over the net. McKenna scores a point for the Grizzlies, ties it back up again. 17-17. Psychological advantage, whoever wins this set. And nicely done there by Baylor Hessel for the Spartans as they take a 1-point advantage here in this third set. And the point goes to the Spartans. They take a 2-point lead here, 19-17 in this third set. Unfortunately, Lil Jones puts that one into the net, putting the point back on the Grizzlies side. Still take a break for a moment. Mullen McCauley. Get this back in order for the Grizzlies here. And the point goes to Grizzlies as they tie it back up again. One set apiece here. Stanwood won the first set. Grizzlies won the second set. And that ball going to drop this side of the net, going for a Grizzly point. Grizzlies with a 1-point lead here, 20-19 in this third set. And unfortunate for the Grizzlies, that point goes in to the Spartan side, 20 all here. Nisha Kessler in for the Spartans to serve. Good point. And nicely dropped over the net there. Elizabeth Hood having a good game here tonight.
Number 10, Jordan Bowe into serve.
Jordan Bowe in for the Grizzlies. A little discussion over there with Coach Dave Thorne and Romeo Escalona. That time out here where Romeo was going to have a conference here with Pat Kaminsky. See if we can figure out what's going on. And everything seems to be okay, as Romeo explains it to Megan as well. That was out. Point Grizzlies. Nice judgment there by the Grizzlies.
I was ahead of point.
Oh, on the scoreboard? Well,
Yeah.
it's 21-20 Grizzlies in case the score sheet's wrong on the screen. Jordan Bowe. A little bit too long, and it's out. Good judgment there. By Baylor Hensel. Well, that's going to be a point for the Spartans for sure. Mishandled there by the Grizzlies. Some of the Grizzly fans getting a little bit excited here. And there's a point back to Grizzlies. Tied up 22-22. Two sets. Stanwood winning the first set 28-26. GP winning the second set 25-23. And this one's going to be even closer. And that's going to the Grizzlies. 23-22. Addie Galbraith trying to keep a streak going here. Serve is in and good. Oh, unfortunate for the Grizzlies, that was out. Point goes to Spartans.
This is even closer than the one we covered for Jackson.
Yep. 23-23. And Grizzlies score 24. Grizzlies have the serve, 24-23. A point by the Grizzlies here could win this third set for them.
We've been here before, though.
Timeout Spartans, and we'll take one too. I'll be right back.
Bickford Ford is Western Washington's #1 Ford truck store. Northwest weather is always a challenge, and we work regardless of what it's doing outside. Your truck better do more than just come along for the ride. It needs to work as hard as you do. The Ford Super Duty is that truck. Since 1934, Bickford has been matching the best truck to the right job. See one of Washington's largest inventories of F-Series and Super Duty trucks. Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish and Bickford.net.
Back out after that timeout by the Spartans here, trying to see if they can keep the Grizzlies from taking this third set on this serve here. by Monica Gurgis. Monica having a good night tonight for the Grizzlies. As we get set to play here. Over the net, in play and served out, and Monica wins the third set for the Grizzlies here. 2-2, and we'll take a break and we'll be back for the fourth set right after this.
Bickford Ford is Western Washington's #1 Ford truck store. Northwest weather is always a challenge, and we work regardless of what it's doing outside. Your truck better do more than just come along for the ride. It needs to work as hard as you do. The Ford Super Duty is that truck. Since 1934, Bickford has been matching the best truck to the right job. See one of Washington's largest inventories of F-Series and Super Duty trucks. Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish and Bickford.net.
All right, sports fans, volleyball sports fans that is, back here at Glacier Peak High School for the fourth set of this volleyball match here tonight between the Stanwood Spartans and the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. This Ron Hinthorn and Todd Elvig running the big switch here and all the ads. Sarah Elvig on the camera keeping you up close and personal with the players here tonight. The fourth set will decide whether we have a fifth set or not. So if GP wins this one, they win the match. If Stanwood wins this one, we'll go into a 15-point fifth set. So Monica Gurgis back to serve for the Grizzlies here in this set. And we're ready to go. It's going out. First point. This set goes to the Grizzlies. senior night here for the Grizzlies. They'd like to have a win for sure. And tipped over the net by Jolene Hendrickson for the Spartans. Gets them on the board here. Baylor Hessel back for the Spartans for her serve. And that ball gonna be a nice point for the Grizzlies as Emma Yogan does her thing there. Caitlin Weir serving again for the Grizzlies here as they pick a 3-1 advantage here in this fourth set. And a little bit too much there for Barrett Anderson to handle as she just put it down on the floor instead of up. Point Grizzlies. Caitlin into the net.
Number 16, Grace Henkin to serve. Number 10, Caitlin Volley in.
Grace Henkin
Score 42 Grizzlies.
back for Spartans. Oh, almost got a break there for the Spartans, and it turned out to be a break for the Grizzlies. That's the way the ball bounces sometimes. McKenna Hine serving for the Grizzlies. Nice serve low. Nice save there by the Spartans. And that ball is out. Point Spartans.
Out. Point Spartans.
Nice play in air for the Spartans by Baylor Hensel to keep that ball alive for the Spartans.
Number 3, Barrett to serve.
Nice save again by Baylor. And that ball is going to be flying out.
Lily into serve.
Helen Conley with a little bit too much horsepower on that one.
The score, Grizzlies 6, Spartans 3.
Lily McCauley for the Grizzlies at the serve line. And here we go. And drop that one in there right in front of Emma Floyd for a nice score for the Grizzlies. Willie McCauley's got 2 points in a row. Timeout Spartans here as the Grizzlies take an 8-3 lead, and we'll take a timeout as well. All right, back out here again after Megan Edmondson has her Spartan timeout. Seems to work every time she takes it, settles the girls down. They seem to make a comeback here as the Grizzlies are on a roll here, 8-3. Lily McCauley with the serve. And again, Lily scores.
Lily, point, Grizzlies.
Lily back again as Grizzlies move to a 9-3 advantage here. And almost a 10-3, and that's going to end goal. And that went out. Point Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
Good judgment to let that one go.
Lily continuing to serve.
Nice save there by the Grizzlies. And that one did not
Nice rally. Point.
get over.
Spartans. Number 2, Lily to serve. Olivia in.
Lily Jones. Oh, miscommunication there
Point. Spartans.
Loosen it.
between Lily and Emma.
4, Grizzlies 10, Spartans 5.
Gives the point to the Spartans. Lil Jones back to serve again. That ball is out.
No, in.
So,
Point Spartans.
it looked out to me.
It looked out to me too.
The linesman didn't call
But
it out.
I can't see from up here.
I can see pretty good, and I did not see that ball in. And
Into the net.
Lil Jones puts that one into the net, giving a point to the Grizzlies, as the Grizzlies have a
10, Jordan to
11-6
serve.
lead. Jordan Go in for the Grizzlies here. See if he can keep this lead going through this fourth set, and she puts it into the net.
Into the net.
Too much slickum on her hands when she came in the game. Didn't get that ball over the net. Every time they come in from the sidelines, they get some
14, Misha Kessler to serve.
sanitizer on their net, on their hands.
Net. Spartans, point, Grizzlies.
Point Grizzlies.
Addie back to serve.
Addie Galbraith serving again for the Grizzlies from the center. Almost dropped it in there. Nice play by the Grizzlies there.
With the hustle points. Give it up for the Grizzlies.
Got the fans excited on that one with some nice play there by the Grizzlies. Addie back to serve again, up and over. And play and over the net and down the court. Point goes to the Spartans. 13-8 here in this fourth period.
They're not going to go quietly into the night.
They are definitely going quietly into the night. This is going to be a good match, and it has been a good match all the way, and it still is a good match. And that point is going to go to the Spartans.
Spartans. Point Spartans.
Emma Floyd back again to serve from the near corner. Down the center. And a nice little
Point Spartans.
point there for Caitlin, and she just put it over in the blank spot.
Number gets to serve.
Monica Gurgis back in to serve for the Grizzlies here. Oh, too hot to handle for the Spartans.
Point, Grizzlies. Your score 15-9.
Monica from the center of the court, in the paint of the basketball court. Another serve too hot to handle with too much spin on it. And Barrett Anderson's having a little difficulty handling that.
Grizzlies.
If it's working, Monica, do it again. And she tried, but it didn't get it over the net.
Spartans, point.
16-10, Grizzlies.
Lily in.
Baylor Hessel to serve for the Spartans. Barrett Anderson did not quite have enough horsepower on that one to get it over the net.
Back to serve.
Puts the point in the Grizzlies side of the scoreboard.
Emma Yogan in. 17-10 Grizzlies.
And that looked like it was in.
Point Grizzlies. Emma Yogan.
Looking good for the Grizzlies there as Caitlin Wheeler serving for the Grizzlies as they go 18-10 on this one. Nice save there by the Grizzlies. Oh, it's going to go out. Point Spartans. Grizzlies on a little bit of a streak there. Put the ball back in the Spartan serve corner. Grace Henkin serve from the far side corner. Cross the net and in. Just dropped it in short. Point Spartans 18-12 here. Grace serves this one deeper. And that ball is in.
Point Grizzlies.
Grizzlies 19-12 here.
Adding in McKenna back to serve.
Look out, point Grizzlies.
Point Grizzlies. Your score 20-12.
McKenna Hine serving again. Nice play by the Grizzlies here, and that ball is going to go out. Too much for Monica to handle. Point Spartans.
Anna Floyd in. Barrett Anderson to serve.
Barrett Anderson back here for the Spartans now. Trying to get that comeback to happen again like they did before. Serve it out. Point Grizzlies. 21-13 Grizzlies.
Really in to serve. Elizabeth in.
Lily McCauley. No. And a nice, almost ace serve. Up in the air. And that ball's going out. 22 for the Grizzlies. 9-point advantage here in this fourth set. Grizzlies trying to close this match out with a win this third set. Serves in. Oh, nicely saved over there by Kaylin Conley for Stanwood.
Spartans. Number 2, Lily to serve. Olivia Ruckett in.
And that ball going to drop in for a point to the Grizzlies. Emma Yogan back to serve for the Grizzlies here at 23-14. And again, Grizzlies got the 24 set match point for Grizzlies here as Emma Yogan going to try to close it out here. No timeout called by the Spartans at this one. And hits the net and hits the floor and is going to score, and the Grizzlies are going to win the match here tonight. 25-14 in a 4-set match. Grizzlies win here tonight.
Let's hear it for the Spartans.
Spartans did a nice job trying to stay in this match tonight here, and Grizzlies will have a player of the game here, I guess, tonight. How about if we go with number 34, Monica Gurgis, senior here tonight on senior night?
We haven't given one to her, right?
No, 34. 34. 34. So Monica did a nice job here tonight, digging things out, doing a lot of good sets. And if it wasn't for her good sets tonight, I don't think GP would have been able to pull this one out. So Monica Gurgis, player of the game here tonight for Glacier Peak as they win this match and go on to play Thursday night against Arlington High School up in Arlington. So we're going to wrap this one up here. Be sure to tune in for Glacier Peak or Snohomish Lake Stevenstalker on Thursday night on STSPN. And we'll be back for some big football on Friday night, 26th, with Glacier Peak Monroe varsity football. So for Ron Henthorne, Todd Elvig here tonight at Glacier Peak High School with a Glacier Peak 4-set win. Thanks for all their help. And thanks for all the parents' help keeping these girls on the court tonight. Good night, everybody.
Nice job.